That's good. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PTSD podcast. And today is just me and my uncle Pico today. Sean and Tony couldn't make it today, but they'll be here next week. So today's topic is about basically gender roles in a relationship. And for me to elaborate on that, meaning should there be gender roles in this modern society, basically, based off how dating and the dating market is pretty much going now. And I'll give my first 2 cents on this. I do feel like gender roles does play an important part. It's always been a thing back then, and a lot of how the market is moving now. Everybody's trying to basically move away from the whole gender role stuff, and I feel like that is very detrimental to relationships now because as men and women, we're hardwired to be a certain type of way. Whether you believe in God or not, I do. I believe in God, and I feel like the way He hotwired us to be is for a reason. If you get what I'm saying. So I do feel like gender roles are very important, and if we eliminate those gender roles, it's only going to make the dating market even more harder for men and women. Now, a lot of this is coming from the women's side because of the fact that women are trying to get careers now. Women are feeling like they don't need a man, and they feel like they can basically just do everything they want to do without a man. So on the man side, we don't really care so much as far as like no, I ain't gonna say that. I'll say we're not really with we're not really in tune with this whole idea of the gender roles being flipped or turned around or being eliminated. Men, we don't have a problem with doing the roles that we want to do. It's just the simple fact that women are trying to change the roles and take away what men are supposed to be. So when you have this whole side of women that want to be equal like men, then of course men are going to retaliate by asking for the whole 50-50 thing, because I hear a lot of women sit here and say, okay, why we got men asking for 50-50 relationships, and I personally feel like there's no such thing of a 50-50 relationship. I do feel like, how can I put it, I feel like relationships is a give and take thing, and I feel like those things, whatever you do for somebody should be reciprocated, and it may not be in the same way but in other areas, if you get what I'm saying. So when you hear a lot of women sit there and say these things, men only retaliate by saying, okay, I want a 50-50 relationship because women aren't coming with the same qualities as women back then did. So if we don't have women that's cooking and cleaning, or say they would never cook or clean for a man, then okay, so what I'm gonna get out of this then, since if I'm not getting those things that I'm supposed to be getting as a man, of course it's already innate in me to be the person to pay for dates, take you out, treat you a certain type of way, pay for bills, and doing all this extra stuff that a man is supposed to do. And men are not really complaining about that. The only time we're really complaining about it is because women are not coming with the same things that either asking for or that we want out of a relationship. So that's why you got a lot of men talking about the whole 50-50 thing. But I do feel like gender roles are very important because it's in our nature to be a certain type of way. Men like to feel needed, women like to feel wanted. And if you take that component from both sides or either one side, it's not going to be a stable relationship. It's not going to feel like a healthy relationship. If you get what I'm saying, if one person is doing more than the other person is. So I mean, you got a lot of women that they claim they don't want to be stay at home wives. They just want to be, they want to work these high paying jobs and make more than the man, which is cool. And nobody's saying that you shouldn't do it, but you got to understand that when you get to that level, your chances of finding somebody that you're looking for to have a stable relationship with is lower because of the fact that you choose to be essentially a man in this world, basically. So when you do that and you make a lot of money, and we already know the stats on as far as how much men, how many men make that type of money, which is very little. So when you go and make that kind of money, then your role as a woman begins to go lower, and now you're trying to be more of the man. So now you're looking for somebody to be higher than you that possibly can't, that don't really make that kind of money. And if you do come across somebody that does make that type of money, he might not even want you. So this is some of the stuff Kevin Samuels had basically been putting down on his channel and stuff like that, and that he was trying to get women to understand, but women looked at it as if he was just being disrespectful or he was just talking out of his ass and stuff like that. When he's really trying to give you advice and help you understand how you as a woman is biologically wired to be. So I know I got way off topic, but I do feel like these gender roles are very important, and if you don't have them in a relationship, there's no saving a relationship without them. Honestly, that's just how I feel. Like you gotta have these gender roles because as a man, I'm hot wired to feel a certain type of way if I'm doing this, if I'm protecting and providing and giving you certain things, and then as a woman, you feel a certain type of way if I'm treating you special or taking you out on dates and stuff like that. And we already know that we don't have a argument against basically want to take you out. I already know as a man, and most men do, they already know when they get into a relationship with a woman, okay, I already know what my role is. I know what I got to do. The thing is, and our concern is, okay, what are you going to do since I already know what I want to do? And a lot of women are not okay with their role. And that's the thing. Men are fine with their role. We're not complaining about it. It's mainly the women that's complaining about their role. So when you get men that's just starting to act different now, I ain't going to say act different, but have a different of opinion as far as like the whole 50-50 thing I was saying, that's where it comes from because women are not coming with the same standards that women used to come with. That's just what it is. So that's my opinion on that.
Interesting. The yeah, I want to just well, I'm not gonna piggyback off what you just said because don't need to. No, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I like it. Obviously, I like it.
You darker than I am. No, but yeah, somewhere down the line, people got the roles mixed up. No, just like you said, God already know if he's dating a woman, he gonna have to wine and dine her.
Yeah,
He know this stuff already.
Mm-hmm.
And if something was to happen, like y'all get into a relationship or whatever, it's like you change what you are, but you don't want him to change what he is.
right.
You know, so that's the difference. That's the gap we got between gender roles. Everybody can't wear the pants. Either he gonna wear the pants or you gonna wear the pants. But if you wear the pants, there's a consequence with it. There's always gonna be a consequence with women wearing the pants because women are supposed to wear pants.
Mm-hmm.
Just be honest. The gender role is all out of whack now. It's over here. It's over there. Men want to be. Women want to take on a role of men. That's where you get the thing of single mothers. There's a such thing of a proud single mother.
Yeah.
Because if you have a baby out of wedlock, that's with a man or a woman, you went against the grain. So it can't be a proud moment. It just can't be. But you have the roles of, and I think I talked about this in my podcast. Father's Day, women want to celebrate Father's Day and Mother's Day. You're not a father. You can't celebrate Father's Day. You're not a man.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's gender roles.
Mm-hmm.
They want it all now. If he don't do it, well, I have to do it. True, you have to be there for your child, but let your child know, no, you have a dad.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take the place of your dad. I'm your mom.
Mm-hmm.
If the dad don't want to be in your life, that don't mean he's a no good nigga, because if he was a no good nigga, you shouldn't have slept with him because he was a no good nigga before you had the baby.
That's true.
Let's just be honest about this. But yeah, but the gender roles, men know what they need to do in relationships. Women know what they do in relationships, but it don't work. And that's why sometimes you have this big rebuttlement against men and women, because a woman want a guy that's going to take care of her, which is fine, pay the bills, which is fine. But if you can go pull it up on YouTube, and most women say, no, I want these things. Okay, so what are you going to give him in return? Sex. No, don't work like that. I can get that from anywhere. And that's why they say, well, vagina rules the world. No, vagina never ruled the world. It plays a part in it. I'm not going to say it don't.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't rule the world, man. It don't, because every woman got one. Just like every man has a penis. Now, if I was the only man in the world with a penis, then I can change some things. But there's a billion. You can walk out, you can go up to 71st Street, there's a billion brothers out there, just like there's a billion women out there. Yeah. So, but the gender role is so much as of a joke now. It's all about, the thing was always to get the man out the picture anyway.
Yeah.
If you get the weaker vessel, just the women, and say, well, you know what, hey, we're going to give y'all this, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Of course they're going to think they're better than you. And that's where the fight, like I said earlier, that's where the fight comes in. How can you be better than me? But God made me stronger than you, so that means you can't be better than me. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
But y'all know, if y'all can do it, we can do it. No, because all women want to be taken care of.
Basically.
And that's not a problem, because y'all wired like that. I would never go on any live and say, well, you know what, a woman don't want to be taken care of. All of them do. Because that's the role y'all supposed to have. Just like it's a role for a man to take care of a woman. I'll just say his wife. Now I'm not saying your girlfriend because that stuff is pretty much useless.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy her nothing. She don't have to buy you nothing. But it's the respect. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, I'll do this. But if you get mad at me, like, well, he didn't buy me this, but such and such did, dude, get rid of her because she's going to be a problem. Through the long run, she's going to be a problem.
Yep.
So
that's true.
You got women want that title now. It's like boom, 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 knock out the title man. Now.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, just if you stay in your place, the relationship will go much smoother.
Yeah, it's kind of like they want to take, but not give the same. I don't know how to put it. They just want to keep taking things, but don't want to give back. If you get what I'm saying, they just want all the benefits of a relationship,
right?
But not all giving back what she's getting in return, in a way.
Exactly, you're absolutely right. Yeah, they want to keep taking, take. Give me this man. Nobody go. Oh, I'm a woman supposed to treat me this kind of way. What about the man? So, in other words, I'm in a relationship just only to please you.
That's why a lot of guys really don't want to get into relationships.
Yeah, believe me, other than this show, I'm always out there talking to people. And some of them be thugs. Some of them be guys that work downtown. So I don't know what it is, but sometimes people just strike up conversations with me. We talking, and they be like, man, you know, such and such. I know a lot of six-figure bros. A lot of brothers that's downtown. They just talk to me in stores and stuff. We just strike conversation. They're like, man, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I can talk to you. I'm like, man, let's talk. They're like, bro, man, this went that way. This went this way, and these be guys that make a lot of money. They be like, you know what? I don't even want a girlfriend.
Really?
Why? How did it get like that? All men didn't sit down and say, you know, we want to come to a conclusion. We don't want girls anymore. Something is wrong somewhere.
Oh yeah. Now, what was like some of the answers they said, like, as far as
well, one guy told me he was I was gonna say Spanish. He was a Puerto Rican guy. He told me that the girl he dated, his ex-girlfriend, she wanted too much.
Really?
When he got the job, she wanted, what was the name of this car? Blah, blah, blah. It's the car with the M on it. I can't remember the name of the car. It's like not the Alfa Romeos. I forgot, but whatever it was, I can't remember.
No,
I forgot the name of it.
Mercedes.
No, not the Mercedes. I don't know, but she wanted that car. But he was like, dude, keep the car you got.
Maserati. That's what
was it a Maserati? It was some. I know it had X got an M on it.
Yeah.
But I strike these conversations up with men and women. Some women be snappy about it. Well, you know, man. Well, you're supposed to be the man. You're supposed to lead. But how can I lead and you want to be the leader too? We can't be both. You don't have two captains in an army.
Mm-hmm.
You might have them in different platoons.
Right.
You know, like the platoon over here. But in my same platoon, it can't be two captains. It's a captain, lieutenant, a private, a PI, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's not going to work. That's why so much confusion in black relationships.
Yeah. Because
both of us can't be the boss. No, well, if you ain't doing this, you're useless. If you ain't buying me this, if you ain't buying me the big diamond ring, I want a $300,000 ring for my wedding. If you can't do this, you're nothing. What? First of all, where he gonna get the money from?
And why does that expensive ring dictate what type of relationship y'all have?
Exactly.
And that's what I be getting at. It'd be like y'all want these relationships, but it's like y'all putting things that doesn't make a relationship healthy over that. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't make sense to me. So if you asking for something or asking for a relationship, learn about what makes a relationship work. That intangible stuff is just nonsense to me.
It don't make sense. But most women were taught that that's what you're supposed to get out of a man.
Nah.
Get your man that got money. All parents told their kids this. Well, mothers told their daughters, get your man with money. Which is fine. No, because if you marry that guy, you want to be at least stable. Right. That's not a problem. But don't just go jumping in like he got to have such and such. That's why a lot of them say, well, I want a man with six figures. He got to, if you making $50,000, how come I got to make $150,000 a year? Come on, man. Help me make that make sense.
And that's crazy too, because in the Bible, it talks about the man being a protector and a provider.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. A man is supposed to be a protector and a provider. But he never said be a provider to a certain lifestyle. And I feel like that's what a lot of women get confused. They sit there and they want a man that's a provider, but not just a provider, but a person that provides a particular lifestyle that you want. And to me, that doesn't hold any weight into a relationship, because you can get with somebody that makes a lot of money and he could just be like a shit show. He could be somebody that doesn't even care about having a relationship or put forth the effort to want a relationship with you in that type of capacity. He could be somebody that, okay, you my girl, you do this, you do that, I'm gonna be out doing this and whatever, and you just stay at home and do whatever I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, people that make money ain't always the brightest people, to be honest with you.
They're not.
They're really not. So a lot of times y'all gotta know where your lane stands at and know where your it's okay to have standards. I'm not saying you shouldn't have standards, but a lot of y'all standards is too high to the point where it's like it's unimaginable. Like you just sit here and just think you can get this random dream dude that just fall out the sky out of nowhere and act like y'all gonna live a happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? It's not, life is not that type of fairy tale. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to know what type of person that you qualify for, to be honest with. And that's what Kevin Samuels has been breaking down in his videos. He's not trying to tell people to be unhopeful or nothing like that, but he's just telling you to live in reality. A lot of y'all can be in happy relationship and successful marriages. Y'all just make bad decisions. Y'all make bad choices. Y'all choose the wrong people, and you don't even give certain people a chance. You know what I'm saying? And I talked about it before. Y'all women, y'all more able to growing to like somebody, and being more open to dating different type of people will allow you to see that in yourself, if you get what I'm saying. So this is why we talked about in a couple episodes ago, be a little more open to who you want to date. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't necessarily have to make, I ain't saying he has to be poor or he ain't making no money. He got to work, don't get me wrong. But if you want somebody that make $150,000 a year, you shooting too high, to be honest with you. And you don't even know those type of guys that make that type of money. And you don't even know what their lifestyle even consists of. You know what I'm saying? They might be into some things you may not be comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that sometimes. So the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And sometimes you may get what you want and realize that that's not what you really want. So you gotta pay attention to that stuff. A lot of y'all putting a lot of more hurt and pain on yourself. Honestly, that's just the way it is. So just be more mindful of that.
You're absolutely right, nephew. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But just like you said, you gotta stay in your lane.
Yeah.
If you're making $80,000, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a man that make more. But if you can't find it, you just can't find it. What's wrong with the person that make the same amount you make?
Exactly.
You put your money together, you can build. Yep. But if you saying, wait, I make $80,000, but this guy I want, he got to make $100,000 or $250,000 a year.
You got to double or triple that.
Now you're pretty much living out of your means, because with money like that guy's pretty much gonna run everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get a guy like that, and if he's faithful, well then guess what? God bless you, but it's very hard he's gonna be faithful.
Yeah.
Broke dudes ain't even faithful.
Exactly.
Just be honest. So if you were a broke guy, and let's just say he cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? Let's take it back. I ain't gonna even say broke, just a basic guy.
Basic.
And he cheat on you, and that's your standing point. Oh, he cheated, I gotta go. He cheated on me, he hurt my feelings, he did this, but you get a millionaire and he cheat on you and you leave, you're a hypocrite. I mean, he cheat on you and you don't leave.
You stay with him, yeah.
You're a hypocrite.
Yep.
Because we know you're in it for the money now. But some people say, what? It's not about the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be about the money. You're not going to leave him because he's a billionaire. And he's going to keep flying you in and out. He's going to buy you diamonds. He can get you any kind of car you want. But if your standards shouldn't change when you was with the guy that was making $50,000 a year, but he's making Elon Musk money or Jeff Bezos money, but now it's, well, I'll put up with it now. You're a hypocrite.
And you know what? I'm glad you brought that point up too, because this is why when they say they want relationships, it's nonsense, because they look, to us, we feel like women are looking at men now as cash grabs in a way. Mm-hmm. So to a degree, it kind of really feels like, okay, what's the point of me getting in a relationship with you if you just want me for my money? It's just like the example you just said. If you were a broke dude or a half average guy, let's just say that, and he ain't really making that type of money, and he cheats on you, you leave him, but then you get with this rich dude and he cheat on you, but you stay with him. Okay, that means you in it for whatever money he's got. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really in for it for love, like a lot of these women be sitting there claiming. They be talking about, oh, I want love, I want companionship, and all that stuff. But if the rules that you have for a guy that's average is a different set of rules for the guy that's rich, then that whole love and compassion component that y'all be preaching about doesn't exist then. That just means that you only a certain type of way with a certain type of somebody.
Right.
So how you gonna preach about love and compassion, and that's not really what you operating from? You operating from the mindset of having money or having a certain lifestyle. So honestly, this is exactly why a lot of men are moving the way that they are. They're getting smarter about the women that we picking, the women we dealing with, and a lot of women that sit there and say they want this and that, and we just tune it out to a point because it's like, okay, you just talking out your ass. You ain't really about what you saying. So, yeah, you practice what you preach.
That's true. That's what's true, man. So, I'm sorry. So yeah, we definitely got to do better when it comes to the gender roles.
Yeah.
Because if you know your role, you know your role. But you can't go into a relationship want to be the man of the relationship and you're a woman. Right. You know, this is how it's going to be. I don't settle for nothing, because you hear a lot of women say that. I don't. Yeah. You know, this is just this. Relationships are nothing but learning experiences for marriage. Yeah, that's all it is. You're gonna make mistakes in relationships. I'm not saying go cheat. I'm not saying that, but you're gonna have arguments. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. There's gonna be times when you're gonna hate to see her guts. But if that's who you want to marry, you better get used to it, because you can't be like, she got on my nerve. Oh man, what am I paying after signing these divorce papers? No, man, you chose her to be your wife, right? So you got to deal with it. Now, of course, other than cheating and stuff like that, you can't divorce this woman. She's yours forever until she closes her eyes, or until she cheat. That's your way out. But if she's doing everything a woman's supposed to do, a good wife to the kids, and you, hey, guess what? You get tired of seeing her face, go what? Go downstairs and sleep on the couch. Exactly. Or you got a man cave going there. But that's your wife. By God's law, you cannot divorce that woman. Same thing with the men. No, it didn't work. He don't make enough money, so I had to leave him alone. No, man. I keep, and I can't stress this enough. Marriage is a good thing. Divorces are failures. I don't care if it ain't murder, if he's not a stone cold killer, he got bodies in the trunk you ain't know about. Yep. If this man is sitting there taking care of you with the best of his ability to what he can do, you never went hungry, he's fighting to keep a roof over your head, the bills is getting paid, and you leave that man, you're a fool. Yep. Because you're not going to find nobody better. God's going to make it you're not going to find nobody better. Because you left this good man. So now everything in your way going to be stumbling blocks.
Especially if he didn't cheat on you or he didn't treat you bad and nothing like that. You just left because he wasn't doing something or he wasn't the type of man you wanted him to be. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, yeah, nah.
So it's pretty much crazy, man, but yet, if you look at the statistics now, there's more women filing for divorces than men are. All these men can't be bad. Think about it. Yeah. All of them can't be bad.
That's true. And they'll try to spin the narrative to make it seem like that, but it really ain't.
Yes. Well, he did this, and you sit down and talk to the guy, like, dude, they ain't even had a win. I didn't cheat on her. Guess what? She cheated on me. Yep. But we're taught, if a woman cheat on you, you have to forgive her. If a man cheat on a woman, she get to throw him out. Oh, you're no good, N-word. Well, this, that, I knew you wasn't nothing. I should listen to my friends, but guys don't tell other guys, they might say, well, she a hoe. But if that woman show potential and your guys see it, they're like, bro, you got a good girl, man. You got a good woman. Yeah. I've been there before, man. True. You got a good woman. But I'm not saying all women to do that, but I've been around to know long enough that women will throw guys to the wayside because they won't do nothing that they want them to do in that order.
And their friends will try to convince you to leave him. And he ain't really a bad dude. They just don't want to see you in a relationship. And y'all take a look. Y'all take it as if she's giving you good advice, and when she really ain't.
Nope, it's not. Well, such and such said, well, her guy do this. That's her guy.
Yeah, that too.
All my friends are married, but I ain't. Them your friends. I'm not with them. But guess what? When all your friends get divorced, then what you gonna say? Oh, they was married. I want this. I'm getting old. Yeah, there's a scripture in the Bible. I forgot the scripture. It said marriage not for everybody's not here to get married. Right. See, people just want. We just had this at the intimate room, my other podcast, and Tony always said, people want the wedding, but they don't want the marriage, because the marriage begins when all the lights is closed, when all the lights shut off in the ballroom, everybody go home. You go home to her. He go home to you. Now we're together as one. Now we gotta live in the same house. That's when all hell breaks loose. That's true. And then you sit there, you think like, this ain't what I want. Right. I got to see this dude for the rest of my life. Or I got to see him for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
Nah, this ain't going to work. Why you think when people be together for 10, 12 years in relationships, they get married, they separate in a month?
Yeah. That's true. I'd be wondering about that too. Because
Yeah.
they'll be together for like 12 years and then they get married.
And then they gone. What happened? Or it just didn't work. So
yeah. You be like, huh?
it worked when y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend, but y'all got married and it didn't work just because somebody wasn't being honest with themselves.
They wasn't being honest with themselves, and they played a certain act until they got married.
There
so
you go.
They do what they got to do until they get the ring on their
There you go. It is always about the ring.
Yep.
Because women like to show off ring, and that's fine. We don't have women out there like to show off. They like flashy things.
Yep.
Fine, no problem. Girl, look what I got. But there's a consequence behind everything we do. There's a price you got to pay for wearing that ring.
Yep.
It's not just put the ring on, y'all kiss goodnight, wake up, pancakes every morning. Some days you ain't going to have money to make pancakes.
Yeah.
Remember the slogan, remember the theory I was saying about, hey, if we're in a poorhouse, I got to eat beans in the attic.
Oh, yeah,
You got to eat them too.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like, oh, I'm going back to my mama's. I'm your husband, so where I go, you go.
That's true.
Now, I hope she got room in the basement for me. And if we go over your mama's house and she's like, you know what, you can come in, but your husband can't, you turn right back around and leave out the door with your husband.
That's crazy because they'll be quick to leave a man's side when some stuff go like, hey,
Yes.
man. Yeah.
Yes, you hear it all the time on YouTube and TikTok and stuff, women coming out confessing, well, you know what? I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I thought years ago, I thought this was going to be what it's going to be, but I was wrong. He was actually a good man, but guess what? I messed up.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to reach out to him. He don't want me back. They had this one girl on the talk show, and she was confessing to her guy. What did I go wrong, and how can I make this right? He was like, you can't make it right. Mm. You're a nice person, but when I tried to get you to do what I wanted you to do in a good way, you didn't want it. Mm. And she's just sitting there looking like, and you can look at her first, she's like, man, I really messed up. So that pretty much kills the theory of there's no good men out there. That pretty much kills the theory is all men are dogs. No, all men aren't dogs. Just because a man cheat, that don't make him a dog. Mm-hmm. We all fall short. Mm-hmm. We all fall short. Well, he cheat. Oh, he a no good nigga. But he wasn't no good nigga when he put that car in his name for you. You see, come on, man. Let's just be honest.
That's true.
He was a no good nigga when he fought through hell and high water to buy you a house, and you living in the house now. You ain't even gotta have kids. Mm. Oh well. He did this, I'm gone, because we as black people, we were always taught the first sign of fire, you run.
Yep.
You run. I'm out of here. He ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, you run. I know we was talking about gender roles, but it all leads down to gender roles.
Yeah.
It all leads down to the same thing. You don't be so quick to give up on your relationship, because just as quick as you listen to your friend, you listen to her, you leave him, she's going to turn around and get right with your guy.
We literally had an episode about that.
Thank you. And guess what? I ain't the oldest man in the world, but I've seen things with my own eyes. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen.
And I've heard from other women's
yes.
the stuff that they
will
deal
do
with
it.
from their own female friends. And this is not even stories I've been through. These are the stories other females go and say. I'd just be like, wow.
I just sit and listen.
Yeah, and I never knew it was that common. It's really common like that. I'm like, wow. But yeah, a lot of y'all be having good dudes. Y'all just don't. How can I put it? Y'all just have so many different expectations. And because of social media, of course, social media puts a certain image out there what they deem a relationship should be like. And really, social media is not a good reference point to what a relationship is.
Oh, please don't go by that.
It really is not. Y'all need to stay away from social media when you're trying to get in a relationship with somebody. If y'all really want relationships out there, then go by what relationships should be by. Don't listen to your friends. Don't go listening to other social media outlets that's talking about. I mean, it's okay to listen to certain social media outlets.
Positive.
Some of them, positive one. But positive. Like all this independent stuff, honestly, those are not good for relationships at all. If you want to be independent, if you preaching that independent stuff, then just be single.
Just be by yourself.
When you get with dudes and go on dates with dudes, how can I put it? When you go on dates and stuff like that with dudes, and you trying to be independent, then you might as well just have sex with them and just leave it at that.
Poof.
Because ain't no point in you talking all that independent stuff and then you want to be in a relationship. That's a big contradiction. Honestly, it really is.
Angelica just gave you all hearts, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she just hit. I said all them hearts, so she must like what you're saying.
That's all I'm saying. It's just like women, y'all gotta practice what y'all preach. And I'm not saying men is far from the blame in certain areas. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying there are a lot of good dudes out there, and I'm not just saying it.
She gave you more hearts.
For real. I'm just saying that because I've even bumped into a lot of good dudes. There's a lot of good, like some of the stuff guys telling me that they deal with females. I just be like, wow, and they are good dudes, but they just get treated wrong.
Yeah.
They get treated wrong, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So if y'all want good dudes, then just start looking elsewhere for them. Y'all be wanting guys that's not like, y'all be wanting like hood or thug dudes, or y'all just want certain guys that fit in a certain aesthetic to be what you want them to be, and they just not that. That's just like me wanting a girl that's an Instagram model to be a wife. I already know off the top of my head, she's not gonna be that. She's just a sex object at that point. If she's a 10, I know how to deal with that. I'm not finna try to get a relationship out of her. I would choose the girl that's a 6 or a 7 over that 10 for a relationship. And that's just the truth. That's how y'all gotta be with guys. Guys that y'all are sexually attracted to, like very highly sexually attracted to, understand that they are a certain type of way and you ain't gonna be able to change them.
No.
If that's somebody you just like on a sexual level, that's that. Now, if it's a guy that's like not in the frame of how can I put it, in your how can I put it, that you really not that attracted to, but he's halfway decent. That's some guys that's average looking, that's handsome, that y'all can go and deal with and get to know, and you can grow to like them. That's what I've been getting at when I sit there and say that y'all have the innate ability to grow to like somebody. Mm-hmm. Use that ability to your advantage when you dating guys that's average, because you can grow to like what they are as a person. They may not be the finest dude in the world, but at the same time, they may have certain qualities that might that you might grow to like, and you might even find more attractive in them. If you get what I'm saying. So if you want a healthy relationship, look for healthy guys. It's just as simple as that. Don't look for guys that just don't fit that description, honestly. So yeah. Thank you, Angelica, for the heart.
She said, "I ain't gonna find a good guy in the club." You are absolutely right.
You're not, and a guy ain't gonna find a good girl in the bar neither, or a strip club.
Nope. And she said they won't look like that. Beauty don't last forever.
It don't.
It don't. Now you find people that grow old together, and they still have, because when you grow old with somebody, you can be dating a handsome guy.
Yep.
Now he's got to get old. Mm-hmm. God forbid. Let's just say God bless him to see 80, 90 years old. Mm-hmm. His features are going to change, but you still looking at him as like he's that handsome guy I met in his 20s. Mm-hmm. You know, but women are pretty much based on the characteristics of a guy. Not the false part. Well, he fine, and they looking at it already, looking at him, and then already picturing, if I have a kid by this man, the kid gonna have good hair, he gonna have blue eyes, he gonna have brown. No, it don't work like that. It never really worked like that. So I don't know, man. It's like everybody wants to be men in relationships now. Men can't even be the man no more.
You can't. And it's messed up.
They can't. It's pretty much this now. Well, the woman is everything. They're the prize. They're everything. So we're just people we're just here.
That's just what it seems like. We just here.
Well, how did it get like this? I do not know. Well, actually, I do know. Feminists in the way their mothers raised them.
Yep, that too.
Now, if I get a woman and I marry her, right? I want you to be my wife. Okay. That comes with, we got to move in together. Right. I got to get a house. Mm-hmm. Either if it's both of us, if we still put in on the house, I'm still a king of the castle. Yeah. That's just how it go. I pay the bills. I give you beautiful, beautiful children. You got my last name. Shouldn't I be the prize?
Yeah.
I'm the catch.
Basically.
Because every man you get is not going to do that.
That's true.
But there you go. I mean, it's just common sense, man. And I'm not saying the prize is such, he's this. No, I'm not saying that.
No.
There's a reason why men are what they are, and there's a reason why women go for men that can take care of them. It's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying no shape or form or fashion that it don't supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. You're supposed to find a wife. Okay, she's my wife. I can see myself taking care of her for the rest of her life. Right. I'm gonna give her some beautiful kids. We're gonna be happily up. We can live happy. We can be, in it to win it. We can grow old together, but nobody really wants to grow old with nobody anymore.
That's true. And I mainly feel like it's because of people's expectations.
The expectations are too high.
Yeah, like
expectations too high, man.
Yeah, a lot of people expectations are so high to the point they miss out on a lot of different opportunities that's presented to them. If you know what I'm saying. Now we were just talking about the whole dating thing. We know people try to mainly guys try to holler at females and stuff like that, rather it be stores or at the gas station and stuff like that. And a lot of times y'all have such a expectation that you expect the man to be like, to the point where you pass up your opportunity. And a lot of people, women, y'all gotta also remember that you everybody has to remember this. You only got one life. And what you do in that time period dictates how you're going to live your life. So if you just become so stuck up to the point where you just turn down everything, or your expectations are so high to the point where it's like you got this unimaginable idea of somebody, you're going to turn down a happy life because you have this idea in your head up there so high to the point where you just missed out on it. You know what I'm saying? So you only have so long to live this life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not here forever.
Stop being so picky about certain stuff. It's okay to take what you can get. And not saying that you should be satisfied with whatever you get. I'm just saying that you should be open to different things. That's all it is.
You should be, yeah. Wait, well, no, I ain't dating because he got to be this, he got to be that. You missing out on your own blessing.
Yeah.
You missing out. Take a chance. It's called taking a chance. That's it. Now, I'm not saying go out there and date the first guy you see.
Nah.
I'm not saying that. I would never say that. Mm-hmm. But you can't put people in the same perspective as if you dated a guy that made so much money. Don't expect all your guys to make a lot of money like that, because it's not going to happen. And if you do, there's consequences behind it.
Yep.
You see, the thing about a rich man, he don't care if you stay or go.
That's true.
He don't care. Okay, you know what? Guess what? You gone, but I got 50 more right here waiting.
Yep.
But see, a woman that knows what she wants, regardless of how much this man make, and she's looking at it like, you know what? We can do this thing together. Mm-hmm. We can build each other. We can open up an account together and build. Those are the happiest people in the world, man.
That's true.
The happiest.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got somebody that's up here, she's Janet Jackson money, and you podcast money, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
And it's mainly like
it's not gonna work.
The pretty people think that they above getting cheated on, or they
think I look like, so what?
And they feel like they just because they fine or beautiful that they man won't go and look for somebody. Some women some of the finest women get cheated on some of the ugliest girls.
Didn't Halle Berry's husband was with cheating?
Yeah, that's
Halle Berry's one of the finest women in Hollywood.
He still wouldn't go cheat.
He still wouldn't cheat.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Microsoft man, what's his name?
Bill
Gates.
Bill Gates, yeah.
He got all that money. He's not the prettiest guy in the world. He's not, but he got all that money and he cheated on his wife.
Yep.
They really don't care. Okay, you know what? Hey, we went to court. They gave us so many millions or billions. He's gonna make that money right back up when he pull out the next freaking program.
That's true.
It don't stop. She's gone, so he can do what he was doing anyway. And guess what? The funny thing about cheating is this. You can cheat on a woman, okay?
Yeah.
She can leave you. And the woman you was cheating with know you cheated on her, but still want to be with you.
That's true. Yep. That's true.
Remember we had the conversation that women really don't care?
Oh, yeah,
or was that just me? Was that the one-on-one talk? Was that PTSD?
Oh, that probably was you. That probably was.
Okay, so it was never in it for a woman to care about another woman's feelings.
Oh, yeah. That's why they be trying to steal somebody else's man.
Yeah. Oh, no, I would never do that. I wouldn't cheat on you. If she like you enough, she's going to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Common sense, long story. It's just what it is. Mm-hmm. So the thing is always to get the other woman out the picture. That's what men do, the same thing. Get the other nigga out the picture. Mm-hmm. But some men just be like, hey, it don't matter as long as I'm getting it.
And I feel like that's most men though, to a degree too, because most guys, they don't be trying to
gender roles.
Yeah. Oh, gender roles. Okay.
No, I'm talking to Pickaboo. Gender roles.
Most guys don't be trying to take
not dinner rolls. No, gender roles.
Nah, most guys don't be trying to take another man's girl. They just want to have sex with the girl. You know what I'm saying? But that was something else I was gonna bring up in pertaining to this topic though. I forgot what it was though. Dang. I sure did forget. Well,
you getting old, y'all.
Who's talking about dinner rolls on the bed?
I got him home. Give me a sandwich.
Right.
But back to gender roles, because I think she missed half of the topic. But,
okay.
We just saying about gender roles. People should know their roles in relationships.
Oh yeah.
Women are emotional creatures. Yeah, they're gonna work off their feelings. Men aren't emotional creatures, but there's still a role in relationships.
Yeah.
You're gonna be a man. because she can't wear the pants. And I don't care what a lot of women say. Well, we were forced that. No, nobody forced nothing on you.
No, that was a choice.
Not childhood. Having kids. A lot of people say, well, we was forced. No, you decided to have the child.
Yep.
So you pretty much forced it on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We was given this deck. No. Mm-hmm. If a guy lay with a woman and she gets pregnant, it's that woman's choice right there to do what she want to do with that child.
That's absolutely true.
I know it sounds harsh, but by you bringing this kid into the world, you already know the guy's nothing. You know the guy's not going to be with you. Yeah. You know that.
And you should have. And it's crazy because you should have evaluated that before you winded up having a kid with him.
Exactly. Now look, that's why God said you get married first, then you have sex. Yeah. But now it's like you have sex, we ain't got to get married. Because if he already knew if you marry a woman, if you don't marry a woman and you have sex, there's a good chance this kid is going to be fatherless. It's going to be fatherless. That's why he said marry first. You can have all the kids you want. You got a wife. You can have 50 of them jokers. Yeah. Them your kids. Mm-hmm. But don't always expect a guy to sit around and be like, because most of the time, guys don't like, dude, I don't want a child. Yeah. I don't want it. Well, you know what? You got me pregnant. No. You got yourself pregnant just like I got you pregnant. You did it too. Mm-hmm. It's not like I was just like, and you just tied down to the bed. No. Don't work like that. No, well, you got me pregnant, but you must have wanted to get pregnant. We had sex unprotected. Uh-huh. I knew what I was doing, just like you knew what you was. You didn't say stop. Hey, whoa, put it on. No. Some cases I've heard women say, hey, guess what? I didn't want him to pull out anyway. Yeah. Turn up, they put you right back down. So come on, man. Let's just be honest. Women, let's just be honest. Let's just be honest about the situation, man. So you pretty much you are what you eat. Yeah. If you screwed your life up, you can't put that on a man. Especially if that man's not your husband. You can't put it on him at all. Yep. You can't put it on him at all. Mm-hmm. If you want to sleep with you and break out, you shouldn't have fell in love with him. That's true. Shouldn't have fell in love with him. If you know he's a man of the street, they hang out in the street and he's a drug dealer and stuff, and you put your heart in this thing and you have kids, that's on you. Yeah. Because once you have kids with a man, I don't care what nobody say, that man is connected to you for life. Because you can't overjump. Well, no. That's the way God made it. Mm-hmm. So if you can overjump that hurdle, you better than he is. And we're not better than him.
And he always try to jump the blame on him.
Yeah.
Like he the one tied you down and just had sex with you.
Yeah, I know. You did it too. You did it too. No. You know when he tied you down. You know when he had sex with you and he put his head on back and said, baby, I gotta go in his pants. You know he gonna go back to the street. You know that. And 2 days later he called me, I'm on my way. Okay, just admit it. You like the boy.
And you know what?
You like him.
And it'd be situations where they know that the guy just wanted to sleep with him and stuff like that. Know. And he already told him point blank that I don't want a relationship with you. Mm-hmm. And they'll wind up having sex. And she'll get pregnant. And he'll leave and she probably ain't heard from him in a week. And then she'll go and tell him, I'm pregnant.
Yep.
So you already knew that up to that point that he wasn't going to be with you. And now you decide to keep the baby. Now you want to go tell him, oh, you pregnant, like you think he just going to stay with you.
No, he ain't going to stay.
Like, no, that's not going to happen.
Well, I'm pregnant now, so what we going to do? No, nigga, what you going to do?
Exactly.
I'm out of here. Because I'm going to go, no, you can't tie a man down like that.
Nah. You actually doing that is going to make him run.
It's going to make him leave. It's going to make him leave. Well, you need to be a man and take care of your responsibility. Mm-hmm. I didn't ask for this.
And that's true, too.
I didn't ask for it.
And another thing I wanted to say, too, and this kind of going to tie into a topic we're going to do next week, but I give women a piece of advice about as far as like getting a relationship out of guy. Your looks is only one thing, but just because you look good does not mean a man is going to get in a relationship with you. You can be the finest woman in the world. Mm-hmm. Does not mean he wants a relationship with you. What really gets us as far as getting a relationship with you is based off what can I get from you that I can't get from no other female.
Right.
And that's the very main component that y'all got to pay attention to. What is it about you that a man can get from you that he can't get from none of the women out there? And honestly, women, there's really no competition in that based off how the market is moving now. So women, y'all should be killing it like this because Women out here are just moving different now.
Yeah.
So when you keep that mindset and you want a relationship and you meet a dude that you really like and he's on a fence about having a relationship with you and you know you really want one with him, show him, don't just tell him, but also show him something about you that he can't get from no other female. And I'm quite sure he's been around other females, so he will already innately know that about you. He'll be like, okay, dang, I've been around this girl for a while and she's doing things I've never got out of another female. You know what I'm saying? That's what keeps a man near you or keeps him wanting to be with you. So you gotta look at it like that. And honestly, there's just no competition. Y'all should be killing it like that. That's my piece of advice.
Angelica said, it's hard to tell if they are really for you.
Mm-hmm.
No real way of knowing from males. So in other words, she's saying she don't know if a male really I'm not saying her in general. I'm just saying she don't know if a guy really likes her or not.
Rather like if he just wants to have sex with you or be in a relationship. Yeah, and that's true. And I would say you listen less to what he says and pay attention to more to what he does.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. Anybody can lie about something. There's nothing you can do to change that. You can't question him whether he's lying about it, nothing like that. All you can do is pay attention to their actions. If their actions don't reflect what they're saying, then you should have your answer right there. So,
yeah. She said it's hard to tell if they are really for you. No real way to tell. Males would say anything.
Wait, what? What'd she say?
She said males would say anything.
Yeah.
Males probably say anything to get the draws.
Oh yeah.
They'll tell you that. Oh yeah, I love you. Yeah, because that's what guys do. It's not the pillow talk anyway.
Yeah, ain't no denying that. I never deny that.
I would never deny that either. You're right. You're on point with that one, Angelica.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, males will give a lot of pillow talk. Baby, you the only one. No, you're not the only one.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, if he was the only one, let's just be honest. He's like the first man in the world to ever have one girl. Let's just be honest about it, man. So I'm not saying that he won't grow to love you, or won't grow or grow to respect you more, but everybody come with baggage.
Yeah.
Men come with baggage, women come with baggage. So if a man really likes a woman and he's got a lot of women, he's going to cut all of them off.
Oh, yeah.
That's just how men work. All of them got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And one
most
thing
of them
about
headaches.
Yeah, they're headaches anyway. They're just something to do.
Yeah.
And a guy, if a guy really likes a woman, he have no problem telling the other women, "I'm through with y'all."
Mm.
Well, what about no? I'm done with it. I'm done. I met this one.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one. We get along just fine. We have fun together. Whatever we go out of town do, I can't do this with y'all no more.
Yep.
Same thing should be with a woman.
Mm.
If she found the perfect guy, well, I ain't gonna say the perfect guy because nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
If she found that one, she's like all the rest of them guys. She got to let them go.
Yeah.
Because if you keep dragging them along, somebody gonna come in through the door with you.
That's true.